Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Not an easy choice to pick out one, but I'll go for Alexandre Pato because he can register some spectacular goals, and there aren't too many who can match him for straight-line pace whilst keeping control of the ball. So, yeah, he's got to be a considerable danger.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. He's gone for goal! Whistle's gone, that's a foul. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Kachu! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And he whips it in. Oh, smashing header! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the...
He gets big! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Maradona. Now it's Hullet. Hullet. Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
Nakata. Lovely bit of skill. Ronaldinho is fouled. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Oh, good spread. Looking for the run, and this is... And Hullet! They want to be quick to recover this. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Hullet has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And this is Nakata.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Nakata clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's not an especially good pass, that.
Galatasaray are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Can he finish? Pedri. Nakata. It's Saka. Drogba. Drogba has got himself a free kick.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Well, plenty of early set pieces here. And that certainly packed a punch. Galatasaray with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Saka. And now a sudden chance to counter. Xabi Alonso goes steaming forward. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Well, that pass isn't the best. Baya. Maradona. And it's Nakata. Played into space. Pele receives it in a good position here. And the ball's come loose here. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ball driven towards the far post. Nakata. Saka. Saka goes on a charge down the left. Drogba. Adams gets over and intercepts. And a chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And it's Nakata. Plays a sharp little ball here. Hoisted in. And that's another good win of the ball. Hullet has found the net here, of course. Rodri. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Pedri. Now it's Pato. Tries to pass it through. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
And if you do have a chance
well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Galatasaray really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Pele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's cut it out.
Pele really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Drogba! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And how about that for a volley? Executed to perfection.
Oh, look, there's always a bit more satisfaction in executing a first-time volley, and he'll be buzzing inside after that.
Galatasaray grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That is a brilliant interception. Galatasaray have the chance to go the other way. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, that looks a decent ball. That is good alertness. Pato is herring after that one. Best. Pull it. Pull it! They've scored! Into the lead once more. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Galatasaray really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ronaldinho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Aimed beyond the defence. Ronaldinho. Best. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Drogba. Just about up to 75 minutes. Pull it. And it's Ronaldinho. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Drogba.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And he welcomes it in. A header! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
Substitution in progress.
So here comes a substitution. And this is Pato. Played out to the left flank. Can he get on the end of this?
That's positional gold.
He's having a shot! He should have put that one away.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
It's their second corner of the game.
Galatasaray. Number 22, Hirotoshi Nakata. Number 14, Pedri. Number 9, Didier Drogba.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Number 20,
Cannavaro cuts it out,
10,
and he's got the beating of his man.
Number 17,
Pretty robust defending.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
He's having a good look here.
This is about as perfect a free kick position as you could wish for.
It's roll! Should have equalised. Five minutes left on the clock. Now it's Owen. Rashford is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. He's found the way through. Played into the middle. Oh, well played, well played.
Galatasaray really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Back into the
There will
middle.
be 5 minutes.
And the
added
big
time.
chance! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama. Donnarumma will have to save it here or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Two up and very little time. Oh, shooting chance! Azar. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Neymar has given away a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Rodri. 5 minutes to add. And it's Azar. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected.
I think in Christian Abbiati you have one of the best Italian goalkeepers of his generation.
Must be.
Yeah. Oh, on the international scene he's always been overshadowed, I suppose, by more illustrious rivals.
Well, he has, but... Big chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Knocks it into space, and that could set him on his way. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Pedro. And there's the shot! Oh, that is very close.
Pedri brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And this is Drogba. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, that pass isn't the best. Saka. And here's Nakata. Ball swung in. Climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
The ball has bounced loose now.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Looking for options for movement. Neither side yet able to find the net. And it's Chouameni. Filippo Inzaghi. Kukçu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Pato. Looking to play him in. Raul. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be...
Big header! Harmlessly behind.
Fenerbahce certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Serginho. He gets big! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Saka. And Nakata. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's got the beating of his man. Schneider. And he cuts out the supply. Approaching the half-hour mark. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Pato. Pedri powering forward here. Serginho. Schneider. And that's gone loose. Can he get on the end of this? Decent chance! Goal! Fenerbahce! First blood drawn.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
They have what they wanted. It's Drogba! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Galatasaray with the corner. They're first. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Fenerbahce have the chance to go the other way. Sanchez gets across to intercept that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Played into space.
Galatasaray truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
He's gone for goal! Oh, another save.
Drogba really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And it's played in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. Drogba!
They've got to be quick to recover this.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pass somewhat off target. Rodri. Now, can they get him away?
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And the keeper gets his hands on it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Serginho. Alexander-Arnold. It's a good run down the right.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's picked out the run. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Children's announcement.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break. You can be sure of that.
Substitution for Fenerbahce, number 2, Rijkaard.
Here we go again.
To replace him is
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And he's decided to go for it. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Schneider has created one goal already. Costa Curta. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Ah, he's given it away.
And the shot! And it's in!
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Fenerbahce are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there. Beckenbauer defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Kukçu.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And he's being shifted off it. Aims beyond the defence. Look at this. It's roll! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Just about up to the hour now. Now it's Drogba. Raul. Short changes him with that pass. Goes for goal! It's loose and... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Oh, this looks sharp. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's found a way through.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, it's there!
And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move, and met it perfectly.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Tramini did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And this is Drogba, and he's running through. Not the most accurate pass. Pedri. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's tried one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Alexander-Arnold clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Serginho. Coming on the field is number 8, Roberto Carlos.
So, third corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Just eases him off the ball. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming. Roll!
Galatasaray really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That has not gone well. Kukçu. Azar. And it's Azar.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, a delicate chip through. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent...
It's Rashford! Should have equalised.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's been taken short. Now the cross. Oh, smashing header! And that could have brought them level.
Oh, that was so poor. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Probing pass. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
It's a promising position. Tries to cross. Guti is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, he's been caught napping. A lot of space ahead of him. Guti gets it away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Raul. He's being urged to shoot. Van Basten! It's in! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was...
And time is up. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Leverkusen against Galatasaray.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Bayer Leverkusen have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
And it's been played through. Robertson cuts out the pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, he's become a real success story of hard graft and hunger, and you can really see that in his no-nonsense style. He's won with a very steely, determined streak.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Tries to pass it through, and it's made its way to him. Rodri. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Neymar. Nice sequence of passes, this. Saka. Saka goes on a charge down the left. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. It's out for a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold, and it's Pedri. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Bayer Leverkusen couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Gets a good foot in there. That pass has been well intercepted. Neymar, ambitious ball here. Rodri. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Pato. And this is Drogba. And the pass is intercepted. Kukçu. Azar. And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nakata. Azar. And Neymar. Hazard goes steaming forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar, and he's had a hit! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well seen, saw that coming. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Pedri, now that looks a decent ball. And this is Drogba. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Nakata. It's Saka. Oh, sweet feet. In by Saka. Big header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Alexander Pato really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Drogba. They've got a corner here. And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Saka is the guilty party there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. McAllister makes the interception.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Pedri. Alexander-Arnold. Here's Rodri. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Played into space out wide. And this is Pato. And here's Drogba. Picked out brilliant. It's Nakata! Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. He's had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This possibly the last play of the half. Saka. And the cutback. It's a searching pass. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Galatasaray really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Galatasaray are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pedri. And here's Drogba. Oh, he's Drogba! Marvellous goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, what has happened? And one more try!
He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Takes the shot! Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And he's been shifted off it. Can he latch on to this? He's picked his way through. Pedri. Here's Nakata. Driving forward. Saka. Saka. And this is Nakata. Now the ball in. McAllister gets it away. It's Pato! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. And this is Drogba. Kukçu. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Saka. Saka going face-to-face with his great rival. He's gone direct here. That's been cut out, well played. Now this could...
Drogba! Oh, that was no routine save.
Drogba actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Drogba. It's Drogba! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And again they hit the front.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substitution for Leverkusen, Batistuta. Number
So,
7,
time for changes
Hazard.
on both sides, actually.
Number 8,
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Number 9,
Danielson.
It's a mighty effort! It's there! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Leverkusen, after 70 minutes, is number 9, Filippo Inzaghi. Filippo Inzaghi. Filippo Inzaghi.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already
Galatasaray
palpable.
Against Fenerbahce.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Who do you, Jim, see climbs up big? Rudiger clears it away.
Galatasaray would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Pedri. Galatasaray finding their passes. And he's surging through. Oh, look at the space here.
Tries a shot! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement.
Header! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
It's a mighty effort!
Rodri. Out to the left it goes. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Sanchez spots it and intercepts. He's a sharp little ball here. He's through, now is he in?
He's had a shot! Goal! Fenerbahce! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Fenerbahce go into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Dani Olmo. Doué unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Doué. Quick look, then plays it in. Well read. And the danger.
De Bruyne! Oh, that was no routine save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And we have our very first corner. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken. Dani Olmo, looking for the run. And he's picked it up out wide, cross to the back post, brilliantly cut out. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Upamecano is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now, who's going to be first to this? Pedri. And they're quick to get it back. And it's Olmo. That's been slipped through. Oh, smashing header! And he's hit it long. Drogba. Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. Fenerbahce have a free kick.
It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders.
He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Galatasaray are down to 10 men. He's not got that quite right. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. That pass isn't the best. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Sanchez gets over and intercepts. Can he get it through? And that has left him in a heap. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Just a talking to, I think.
Yes, it is. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Rodri. Now it's Drogba. Serginho makes the interception. Tries to play it through. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
There will be 3
Saka.
minutes added time.
Oh, red. Nice interception. That's a sharp pass. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nakata, and he's worked it through. And this is Drogba. Takes a shot! Yes! And there is his 30th goal. A momentary lapse, mercilessly and the half-time whistle goes. Galatasaray are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery.
That's good defensive concentration. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Terrific header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Galatasaray have the chance to go the other way. Sanchez. Rudiger. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Neymar. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Saka. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Saka. Kukçu. And it's Kukçu. Drogba. Here's Rodri. And it's Doué. Just eases him off the ball. Kukçu. Now it's Pedri. Now that's well seen too. Neymar looking to play him in. Alexander-Arnold drives it in. Up he goes! Goal! Fenerbahce!
And they're back in front.
Doué at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Fenerbahce get themselves into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage.
Shot a goal!
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold carries the ball down the right. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Looking for options for movement. Rodri. Kukçu. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Rodri. And it's made its way to him. He's got away. Chance for a shot!
There's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Drogba really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Substitution for Galatasaray, number 22.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 16.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
That looks a decent ball.
Taking place.
That's an excellent interception. Sanchez is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Taken back almost at once. Well, what about it? Pedri has been caught there, it's a foul.
Substitution.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Into the last quarter of an hour. Driving on and making good progress. And he passes it long.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he was quick to react. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Van Dijk powering forward here. He shifted it to the flank. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And he's been shifted off it. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Rashford. And once more he proves rigid and robust.
4 added
Some
minutes has been
excellent tackling
indicated.
here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Rashford. Played down the flank.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mbappe. That's a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the keeper beats it away. Kane! The whistle has gone, and it is all over. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is what you can sometimes get. There may have been no winner, but still a tremendous watch.
And all that remains for...